has time to be in the kitchen all day long? Hey guys, it's Tara and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna be making beef barley soup. It is so good. We are gonna be using the Instant Pot. I'm new to the Instant Pot. I absolutely love it. But don't worry, if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can still make this recipe just in like a stock pot on the stove. I will leave instructions in the description box below so you can still make the recipe. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to join our community, so smash that subscribe button. I post new videos every Sunday. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving, so let's jump right into the video. Okay guys, I'm grabbing a yellow onion, garlic, celery, and carrots. The perfect beef and barley vegetable medley. And then I'm taking 3 carrots and I've used my vegetable peeler on the outside and now I'm slicing them into bite-sized pieces. Carrots are great. They have a high amount of vitamin A, biotin, vitamin K, potassium, and vitamin B6. They're so good for you. And I'm only using 1 celery stalk. Neither my husband or myself are big fans. And then I'm using 7 cloves of garlic. All of the ingredients will be in the description box below along with the instructions. I'm taking the celery and just a splash of water in my Vitamix cup and wow, just like that, blend it up, then you don't have to bite into it. I love my Vitamix. I'm using half of the yellow onion for the entire soup and I'm cutting that half in half and putting that into the cup to puree it. Perfect. And then I'm grabbing my knife and using a rocking motion, I am finely dicing the rest of it. This technique works really well. There. Now I'm using my garlic press. I really love this garlic press. I highly recommend them. If you don't have one, you can use the same technique with the garlic. I'm using grass-fed beef. One is a stew meat, the other is a chuck roast. A lot of flavor happening here. And now here comes my Instant Pot. I love this thing. I have turned it onto saute mode. You turn it on saute. It doesn't really matter the amount of time because you're gonna change it from this. Let it heat up, and then once it's heated, you put the meat in. I put all of the meat in at the same time. And we're really just looking to brown it here. I have done this in my crock pot before, like a slow cooker, and it still turns out great, but you get so much more flavor when you brown something. So I'm just adding some salt and pepper to this, and I mean, this was really good. This was the first time I have used the Instant Pot, and I was really, really impressed with how easy and fast it was. I'm letting it really heat up. When you put the meat in there, of course, the temperature drops, and we're looking for it to just get browned. We're not looking to burn it, but I do want each surface of the meat to be browned. What I love about the Instant Pot, look at how hot it gets. Look at that. I really wanted to show just how much it actually does saute. It really makes it like a one-pot wonder using this. It's wonderful. So now I'm grabbing a bowl and a slotted spoon and I'm scooping out all of the beef and setting it to the side. And then I'm gonna take a paper towel and I'm gonna wipe out the inside of the Instant Pot. I'm not going to wash it. And now I'm going in with the onions and the garlic. My house smells absolutely delicious. Another drizzle of olive oil. And I'm really wanting to scrape up all of those bits because there's a lot of flavor down there. Now I'm putting in the pureed mixture, just scooping it all in there. This Instant Pot makes everything so easy. I can't believe I've waited so long to get this. Perfect. Scraping up all those bits, it is so good. Now I'm adding the carrots. This recipe really could not be any easier. So now we're gonna add some dried spices. I'm using 3/4 of a teaspoon of dried rosemary, thyme, and basil, and just giving that a good mix. It's really good to add the dried herbs for the cooking process, and then we add the fresh right at the end. Now I have 1 cup of barley. Barley is one of the most nutritious grains you can eat. It's high in manganese, fiber, selenium, copper, vitamin B, chromium, phosphorus, magnesium, and niacin. Has been shown to improve your blood pressure and also help with your glucose levels. I highly recommend it. And now we're adding in the beef back in along with the juices. I've also added a little bit more salt and pepper. And now I'm adding 1 bay leaf and a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce and giving that a really good mix. I like to toast the barley like this prior to the liquid. I decided to add another teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. You could use liquid smoke also. And now I'm deglazing the pot, so I'm adding a little bit of the beef broth to the pot, just to scrape up all those bits. That's really important to do. That way the Instant Pot doesn't think it's burning and turn off. And now I'm adding in all of the beef broth. I used 8 cups total. This soup is really great for meal prepping, and it's so easy to make. So after I give it a good stir, we're gonna put the cover on, make sure it sets a pressure, and cook for 25 minutes. And here we go. Oh my goodness. I was actually blown away when I opened it up. I really wasn't sure what to expect because this was the first time I used it. I gave it a taste. Since I use low sodium beef broth, I decided to add some Himalayan pink salt, a little bit more to it, and some fresh cracked pepper. I prefer to add the salt myself than to buy salted broth. That way you're not getting too much sodium in your diet and you can control it. Then I add a nice big fresh handful of parsley. Ugh, so delicious. This soup is absolutely perfect for meal prepping. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. My husband and I both loved this. It lasted all week. If you're not going to use it within 3 to 4 days, you can store it in the freezer and have soup whenever you feel like it. So incredibly delicious. Comforting, warm, especially when it's absolutely freezing out and it's March. Crazy, I know. Well, guys, thanks for cooking with me today. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. So, what do you think about this soup? Do you love it? I can't wait to hear what you guys think of it. And if you make when you make this soup, so how easy was that? Super fast. Whip this up as fast as you can.